Good morning students. In the previous session we have completed lesson number 5. Now today we will start with the new lesson, that is lesson number 13, Pythagoras theorem. Now right angle triangle. We know that a triangle with one right angle is called a right angle triangle, and the side which is opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse. Yes, all of you are knowing that a triangle with right angle triangle and the side which is opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse. Now in the figure you can see there are three right angle triangles, right? Triangle ABC, triangle LMN and triangle XYZ. Now we'll write down the hypotenuse, the name of the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse of triangle ABC is, which is the hypotenuse here? The side which is opposite to the right angle, right? Which is the right angle? This angle B. The side which is opposite to the right angle, that is AC, correct? So the hypotenuse of triangle ABC is AC. Now in the second triangle, the hypotenuse of triangle LMN is dash. The hypotenuse of triangle LMN. Now the right angle is angle L, and which is the opposite side of angle L, that is MN. See this side which is opposite to right angle. So this is hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse of triangle LMN is MN. Okay, so this is hypotenuse. Now in triangle XYZ, yes, which is the right angle, that is angle Y. Now which side is opposite to the right angle? That is XZ. Okay, so the hypotenuse of triangle XYZ is XZ. Okay, so this is about right angle triangle. The triangle with one right angle is called a right angle triangle, and the side which is opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse. Now we'll move to the next, Pythagoras theorem. Yes, what is Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. The theorem can be stated as hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, as you can see here in the figure, see here, this is triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC, this is right angle, angle B is the right angle, and the side which is opposite to the right angle, that is AC, is the hypotenuse, and this is base and this is height. Okay, so according to Pythagoras theorem, the square of this hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, that is base plus height. Okay, so what is the Pythagoras theorem? That is hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Hope you are clear with this, and the theorem can be stated as, how we are writing this theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Okay, means hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the other two sides, that is base and height of the triangle. Okay, so how you will write down hypotenuse? Which is the hypotenuse in this figure ABC? That is AC. So we'll write down AC square is equal to, which is the base here, that is BC. Okay, so BC square plus height is AB. Okay, so we'll write down here, that is AB square. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square. Okay, so what is the Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, and it can be stated as hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Now we'll start with practice set 48. In the figure below, find the value of x. Now Using Pythagoras theorem, we will find out the value of x. Okay, so let's start now. Figure is given, that is right angle triangle LMN is given, and which is the right angle here, that is angle M, right? And which is the hypotenuse, the side which is opposite to angle M, that is side LN is the hypotenuse. So in the solution we'll write down, in triangle LMN, angle M is equal to 90 degree. Yes, this is 90 degree is given. Hence, side LN is the hypotenuse. So first we'll write down, in triangle LMN, angle M is 90 degree. Hence, side LN is the hypotenuse, yes, which is opposite to right angle. Now, according to Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. So, according to Pythagoras theorem, ln square, that is hypotenuse square, see this, hypotenuse square is equal to lm square plus mn square. Okay, so now put the values, ln square is equal to lm square plus mn square, right? Hypotenuse square is equal to square the sum of the squares of other two sides, right? Now we'll put the values, ln is x, so x square is equal to lm is given, that is 7 square plus mn is given 24 square. Now for this lesson you have to learn all the squares from 1 to 25, okay, because you have to find out square root also. So you have to learn squares from 1 to 25. Now x square is equal to 7 square plus 24 square, right? Hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. Now we'll write down the squares. X square is equal to 7 square is 7 sevens are 49 and 24 square is 576. Now you will do this multiplication in your notebook. 24 multiplied by 24. Square of 24 is 576. So 49 plus 576. Now we'll do the addition. 576 plus 49 is 625. Okay, we'll do it here. 576 plus 49. 9 plus 6, that is 15. 5 here, 1 carrying. 7 plus 1 8. 8 plus 4 12. 2 here, 1 carrying. 5 plus 1 6. So what is the answer? 625, as you can see here. So we'll write down 625. 49 plus 576 is 625. So x square is equal to 625, right? Now as you can see here, we have to find out the value of x, and here what we got, x square is equal to 625. So how you will get the value of x? X is equal to, what is this sign? This is square root of 625. Why this is why we are written square root here? Because here x square is equal to 625. So how you will get the value of x? X is equal to square root of 625. Now what is the square root of 625? The square root of 625 is, x is equal to 25. How will come to know this square root of 625 is 25? So we have to do, or we have to learn all the squares from 1 to 25. Okay, 25 multiplied by 25 is 625. What is the square of 25? 625. That's why the square root of 625 is 25. This is vice versa. The square of 25 is 625 and the square root of 625 is 25. Hope you are clear with this. Okay, so if you want to check your answer, you will do here 25. See here, I am showing it here. 25 multiplied by 25 will do. We'll see whether we are getting 625 or no. So as you can see here, 25 multiplied by 25. We'll do it here multiplication. 5 5s are 25. 5 here. Wait, I am showing it here up. Now 25 into 25. So 5 5s are 25. 5 here, 2 carrying. 5 2s are 10 plus 2 12. Right? Now in the second step we'll write here 1 0. 5 2s are 10. 0 here, 1 carrying. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. So 125 plus 500, that is 625. So what is the square of 25? That is 625. That's why the square root of 625 is 25. And why we have to find out square root? Because here we got, see, x square is equal to 625. Now we want x, the value of x. So x is equal to square root of 625. So square root of 625 is 25. So we'll write down x is equal to 25. Hope we are clear with this. So what is the hypotenuse here? ln is equal to 25. Now we'll move to the next one. Next sum. Now the second figure is given, that is triangle PQR is given. Right angle triangle PQR. Now here, which is the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is side PR. Why? Because this is right angle. Angle Q is right angle, and the side which is opposite to angle Q, that is PR, is the hypotenuse. So in the solution, first we'll write down, in triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degree, and hence side PR is the hypotenuse. Okay, angle Q is the right angle, that is 90 degree, hence PR is the hypotenuse. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. So PR square, this is hypotenuse square, is equal to PQ square plus QR square, or you can write down QR square plus PQ square, that is also correct. So PQ square plus QR square, this is L means length of QR square plus length of PQ square. Now we'll put the values. Now here PR is given, that is 41. So 41 square PQ, length of PQ is given, that is 9, plus is equal to 9 square, plus QR is not given, that we have to find out. So that we'll write down x as it is. So 41 square is equal to 9 square plus x square. Now we'll do the squares. 41 square, 41 multiplied by 41 will do 1 multiplied by 1, 1, 4 ones are 4. In the second step we'll write here 0, 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. Now do the addition. 1 plus 0, 1, 4 plus 4, 8, 6 here as it is 1681. So 41 square is 1681 is equal to 9 square. 9 nines are 81, right? Is equal to 81 plus x square will write down as it is. Now what we have to find out here? X square, we have to find out x square. So 1681 is equal to 81 plus x square. We have to find out x square. So what we will do, this plus 81, it will go on this side. Okay, so it becomes minus 81, right? So x square is equal to 1681 minus 81. Okay, we will keep this x square on right hand side as it is, and this 81 it will go on left hand side, so it becomes minus 81. Now 1681 minus 81 is equal to x square. Okay, now we'll do the subtraction. 1681 minus 81 is 1600, right? 1681 minus 81, that is 1600. So 1600 is equal to x square. Now here we got x square is equal to 1600, but what we have to find out? We have to find the value of x, not x square. So how you will find out the value of x? If we got x square is equal to 1600, so what is the value of x? X is equal to square root of 1600, then only we'll get the value of x. Okay, so the square root of 1600 is, as you can see here, x is equal to 40 units. Okay, so square root of 1600 is 40. Now if we will do the multiplication, 40 multiplied by 40, 4 fours are 16, and how many zeros? 1 2 2 zeros. See, 40 multiplied by 40 is 1600. So the square root of 1600 is 40. That's why x is equal to 40 units. Why I have written here units? Because here no units are given, that is centimeter, meter, so we'll write down units. Okay, hope you are clear with this sum. So using Pythagoras theorem we will find out the value of x. If x square is equal to 1600, therefore x is equal to square root of 1600. This is square root of 1600. So what is the square root of 1600? That is 4040. And what is the square of 40? That is 1600. Okay, the square root of 1600 is 40 and the square of 40 is 1600. Okay, hope you are clear with this sum. Now we'll move to the second question. Yes, this is question number 2. In a right angle triangle PQR, angle P is equal to 90 degree. If length of PQ is equal to 24 centimeter and PR is equal to 10 centimeter, find the length of segment QR. Now, in triangle PQR, P is the right angle, that is 90 degree, and RQ is the hypotenuse. Okay, that we have to find out. Now, this is PQ is 10 centimeter, sorry, PR is 10 centimeter and PQ is 24 centimeter. Now, in the solution we'll write down, in triangle PQR, angle P is equal to 90 degree. Hence, side QR or RQ is the hypotenuse. See here, this is hypotenuse which is opposite to 90 degree, that is right angle. Now, according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square, that is QR square, is equal to PR square plus PQ square. See the formula, length of QR square is equal to length of PR square plus length of PQ square. Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of squares, the sum of the squares of other two sides. Now put the values. Length of QR square is, we have to find out, so that we will write down as it is equal to 10 square plus 24 square. PR is 10 and PQ is 24. So 10 square plus 24 square. Now we'll do square and we'll write down the answer. 10 square is 100 and 24 square is 576. Okay, what is the square of 24? That is 576. Then do the addition. Length of QR square is equal to 100 plus 576, that is 676. 100 plus 576, answer is 676. Now length of QR square is equal to 676 we got. Okay, once again I will revise this. Diagram is given, the figure is given. In the figure, in the right angle triangle PQR, angle P is 90 degree, hence RQ is the hypotenuse or QR is the hypotenuse. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, QR square is equal to PR square plus PQ square. Now put the values. QR square is equal to 10 square plus 24 square. Then 10 square is 100 and 24 square is 576. So 100 plus 576 is 676. Now we got QR square is equal to 676. Now see the next step. QR square is equal to 676. So we have to find out QR, length of QR, not QR square. So length of QR is equal to square root of 676. So what is the square root of 676? That is 26. Okay, see here, 26 multiply by 26. So 6 6 are 36, 6 here 3 carrying, 6 2s are 12, 13 14 15, right? 0 here, 6 2s are 12, 1 carrying, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. Now do the addition. 6 plus 0 6, 5 plus 2 7 and 5 plus 1 here 6. See here, 676. So what is the square root of 676? That is 26 centimeter. Okay, we got length of QR is equal to square root of 676 and the square root of 676 is 26. So length of QR is equal to 26 centimeter. Okay, and how you will find out square root of these numbers? You have to learn all the squares from 1 to 25. Okay, and this is the square of 26. So you learn till 30. Okay, now length of QR is equal to 26 centimeter. So therefore the length of segment QR is 26 centimeter, which is asked in the question. Okay, hope we are clear with this sum. So here we are today we have started lesson number 13, Pythagoras theorem. In that we have completed question number 1 and question number 2. In the next session I will start with question number 3. So today we will stop till here. Thank you so much.